Hey everyone, this is a solar-powered Hiseeu security camera that we're going to do a review on today. Now, Hiseeu did send this out to me free of charge for the review, but I get to say and do whatever I want with it. I just want to put it through my standard paces just to kind of compare it with other products I've reviewed, and we'll go from there. Alright, let's unbox this security camera. We've got the solar panel, the fairly long cable. We've got a mounting bracket. We've got a USB charging cable. Mounting hardware. Looks like both of those are very similar to each other. Got some more mounting hardware. Documentation, and here's the camera itself. It certainly has some heft to it. It feels like there's actually a pretty chunky battery in this. So that'll be one of the things we'll test over time, is how long the battery lasts. It's all installed. I've got it here on the front porch. You can see the little white wire running here, and then I secured its solar panel right there facing south to gather the most sunlight possible. And so one of the things I definitely want to try is how long will this battery last, and is this solar panel enough to keep it going. So we are going to do a follow-up review on this in a couple of months and see how it's doing, see if the battery's still holding out, etc. So anyway, let's dive into the app and look at some of the video quality and see how well it can see things during the daylight hours, and then we'll do some testing at night. Okay, let's just jump into the app quick for this camera. Interface is pretty clean, pretty simple, and pretty self-explanatory. If I push play here, it immediately loads in the camera view, and we're able to get a stream from that. Notice that big blue button down there. You can push and hold that, talk to people on the porch, and then likewise you can hear their response, so that's quite nice. And then it has the standard snapshot features, so if we press that little camera button, it'll take a screenshot. Click the little video camera there, you can see it's recording. And that just goes right to your phone storage, which is nice. And then you've got full screen, so we'll flip over to that. You can pinch to zoom, but it just crops in on the image. There's no actual physical zoom on the camera. I did do a review previously of the same brand of PTZ camera, and it has a beautiful optical zoom. So if an optical zoom is what you're after, be sure and check out that video. Okay, going back to the main app here. If we try to do playback, nothing will happen because I'm not subscribed to their cloud service, and I don't have a SD card in the camera. There have been other cameras that I've reviewed. They do offer, just as part of the free app and for purchasing the camera, a recording of like motion events, and that is something I would really like to see Hiseeu incorporate in their app as well. That way you can get just some kind of recording just out of the box without paying additional money or buying additional accessories for the camera. You can go into the camera settings and update the firmware. We can change the motion detection settings. We can adjust recording settings if we had a micro SD card, and then just some more basic all-around settings that you can adjust, and you can pause the video on any of those scenes if you need to take a deeper look at any of those. One of the things that I noticed right off the bat is how wide of an angle this camera's got. It's pretty insane. I can see across the entire porch there, and way out into the street, all the way down the walk. It's great. And as you can see, I positioned my chair with the faux license plate and faux picture of a person there on the porch, as if they had just rung the doorbell, and you can see that's very clear and easy to see. Now this is about halfway down the walk, And as you can see, a little more difficult to see, slightly legible still, but quite a bit more difficult. And then last but not least is out by the road. And as you can see, it is extremely difficult to make out what is being shown on those papers. That concludes our testing for this Hiseeu solar-powered camera. As you saw, the app is pretty good. Image quality is reasonable, very acceptable. I've seen better, but I've also seen a whole lot worse, so I just rate that as average. I do love how wide the field of view is. That's very nice, and it was very easy to set up. These brackets were a little challenging to get to the right angle, I discovered. The owner's manual, like a lot of them these days, appeared to have run through some kind of translation software. There were mistakes in terms of how well the English was. Could get some benefit with a little bit of a better bracket and easier adjustment system, and potentially a little better written manual. But aside from that, I'm pleased. Be sure you're subscribed, because we're going to be doing a follow-up video of this and see how the battery's lasting after a while. We'll catch you later.